Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee again with Net 226. Today I'm going to be going over Packet Tracer 2.3.11, which is determine the DR and the BDR. So the designator router and the backup designator router. Alright, so looking at my topology, it's pretty simple topology. The big thing we're just going to focus on is having three routers connected to a switch. So basically, looking at this topology, all these interfaces are on the same network. These would all be on the 192.168.1.0 network. They're just three IP addresses on there. And then you have loopback addresses configured on each router as well. All right. So they're on different networks. Notice the \32. So that's all 255.255 to 255.255 subnet masks, which you're saying use just that specific IP address. All right, for all those. Notice you got .11, .22, and .33. So kind of like try to line these up, those two, these two, and these two. All right, looking at our addressing table, RA has a gigabit interface right there. Loopback, yeah, see the loopback? All right. So if that was a wildcard mask, it'd be all zeros. All right. Which means we can't use any addresses except for the one we're given. All right. I didn't think about it like that before, but thinking it over lately, it's like that makes a lot of sense. All right. So RB has 1.2 gigabit interface, and loopback is 31.22. Same thing, all 255s, and then finally router C. There's its address. All right, and we're going to examine the DR and the BDR changing roles and modify OSPF priority and force selections. All right, so in this activity, you will examine DR and BDR roles and watch the roles change when there is a change in the network. You will then modify the priority to control the roles and force a new election. Finally, you will verify routers are filling the desired roles. All right, so part one is examine the DR and BDR changing roles. All right, now I've had up this Packet Tracer for a while, so everything's green, but when you first open the file in Packet Tracer, you may notice that the link lights for their switch are amber. Mine were for a couple seconds. These link lights will stay amber for 50 seconds, while the spanning tree protocol on the switch, make sure that none of the routers is another switch. We'll make sure that one of the routers is not another switch. All right. Alternatively, you can click fast forward time down here at the bottom left of the right screen to bypass this process. All right. And when it says bypass, it just speeds up the process. It doesn't bypass it. All right. So verify the current OSPF neighbor states. Use the appropriate command on each router to examine the current DR and BDR. If a router shows full and DR other, it means that the router is not a DR or a BDR. All right, that's something to look at. This is the second time I've done this lab because I was getting some weird OSPF router configurations for like the DR and BDR. They were coming up incorrectly. So if that happens to you, maybe I tried to reset Packet Tracer and it worked, so let's cross our fingers, hope for the best. All right, so let's go to RA first. Whoops, let's go to this. And notice we already have neighbor OSPF log messages. All right, so enable, and let's do show IP OSPF neighbor. All right, let's see if this one's right now. So it's saying our DR is over here on router C, so that's correct. A DR other is saying it's RB. Yeah, see, that's not correct. It's very strange. Because see right here, this is what we should be getting. and these are just backwards, but 31.22 should be the BDR. Strange, right? All right, so, and 192.168.31.33 is over here. That should be the designated router. So very, very strange. All right, so let's go to B. Let's do the same command again on this one. Enable show IP OSPF neighbor. All right, so it's saying that 33, that's the DR. All right, and 11.11 is the BDR. So DR and BDR. Right? Which it's not saying that should be the case. Let's look at this again. All right, so see, well, maybe I'm just looking at that wrong. Okay, so the DR is here at C, other is here, which is B. Okay. So A is saying that 22 is DR other, and C is DR. All right, so on here though, on B, it's saying that 33 is the designated router, that's correct, and 31.11 is BDR. All right. For some reason, that's not working out. That's what we're seeing, but that's very strange because that shouldn't be correct. All right, let's look at C. So now our router C is showing that BDR is 11, and it's showing that 22 is the DR other. So what we should be, let's see, let's look at this again. I just got to do a double take on this. All right, so these should be the same. This is router A. See, that should be 22 should be the BDR and 33 should be the DR. So that's not right. All right, then B. See, 11 should be the DR other, and 33 should be the DR. Okay. So B and A are backwards. Very strange. All right. I thought it was going crazy the last time I did this lab, but yeah, it's doing the same thing again. All right, and finally, router C is 11 should be the BDR. Yeah, see, that's backwards too. And 22. So the BDR and the DR other are backwards. Okay. But now what you can do though, you can go in here. Let's start with A. And if we do the history, show IP OSPF interface. Now, if we look at the actual interface on router A, which is right here, 1.1, and the router ID is 31.11, it's saying that that's the BDR. Okay, that is not correct. So But anyways, we'll keep going, but reason being is it says the router, which router is the DR? Okay, so the DR should be 33, router C. The router, what router is the backup designated router? See right here, that's backup designated router is 11, saying it's A. So it tells you multiple places in here. 33 is the DR, that's correct, and in the backup, see, it actually has it right there. So B and A are coming up backwards. Very strange. All right. So anyways, because which router should be the DR? Should be router C. The BDR should be router B. And what is the OSPF state of router A? It would be this: full DR other. All right. Now watch this though. Let me reset all the configurations, and it may change. All right, I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna go to router A. All right. Enable show IP OSPF neighbor. So see now it's correct. All right, so it's saying .22 is the BDR. All right, DR is 33. That's right. Okay. And let's go over here. All right, so it's saying that router A is the DR other, which means it's not the designated router or the backup designated router. 33 is the DR. That's correct now. All right, and then C. All right, so now it's saying so all those are correct now. All right, it's saying 22 is backup, BR, and this is the DR other. All right, so now it's right. Just to let you guys know that you're not seeing things, you're not thinking something's messed up. It is some kind of glitch in there. All right, so let's continue on. But that answers those 3 questions, and I will be giving you guys a Word document to fill out the answers in there. All right, so step 3, and just to verify, if you don't verify all those configurations, if those don't look right, go ahead and just reload the little reload button. All right, so let's do step 3, which is turn on IP OSPF adjacency. All right, you can monitor the DR and BDR election process with the debug command. On router A and router B, enter the following command. So on router A, all right, you can do that privileged exec mode, debug IP OSPF, like that. It says OSPF adjacency events debugging is on. You could just copy this if it lets you. Might not let you. All right. Yep. All right, and then we do want to do it on router A and B. Okay. Nope, it won't let you do it. All right, so debug IP OSPF. All right. So now it's going to basically show us the changes on here for OSPF, the adjacency events changes. So if you're programming, you're debugging, you're finding it's giving you errors. All right, or changes. All right. So let's see. So go to RC. All right. And then use the shutdown command to disable the link between RC and the switch to cause roles to change. All right. Since RC is our our DR. All right, so we want to type in interface gigabit 00. Oh, go to global config. Config T. Now do your interface gigabit 00. All right, now we're in interface config, and we want to shut down. All right, and notice your log messages. OSPF just change. All right, neighbor from full to down. All right. So we have about 30 seconds for the dead timers on it to expire on router A and router B. Let's just give it a couple of seconds. Because now router C, it tells you those messages because it lost contact with the other two routers, but it's not going to tell you anything else because it doesn't have contact. It's not sending any hello messages or anything. All right, and I can see the sequence, some sequence message on router A, so I know something's happened. All right, so it says, according to the debug output, which router was elected the designated router and which router was elected BDR. Let's click on A. All right, here's your new messages. See all these messages after this one. All right. So it elected BDR to be B and DR to be, wait, did I say that right? It elected 3122. All right. Then it kept going. So all the way down here, this is the last, see all the time on it? All right, this is the last thing that happened. So the DR now is 22. So router B is 22. It was the BDR, now it's the DR. Now the BDR is router A, which we expect that. Same thing on router B. All right, BDR is 11. DR is router B. All right, so that answers that question. Let's see. Okay, now step 5, we're going to restore the gigabit Ethernet interface on router C. So let's go to that. Get back to the configure interface prompt, and then if we do the up arrow, go to shutdown, but then put a no in the front of that. All right, now everything is back up. Okay, so re-enable the link to the switch. Wait for the new DR-BDR election to occur. Did DR and BDR roles change? And see how it's still converging. All right, so with everything green, I'm going to hit fast forward just to be sure. So C went down. This became the DR. This became the BDR. Let's look again. All right, see how the time went up? All right, now the DR is that one. BDR is, well, let's hit enter. Show. Let's see. So we didn't see any changes here. This was a change. Let's see. This is where the first debug messages came in, then these came in, and then it made DR 22 still and 31.11 still is the DR and BDR elections. The last thing we see is 22 is still the DR and 31 is still the BDR. And you should be able to look up and figure out why that is in the chapter. All right. All right, so the next thing I want to do, let's see. Okay, so let's see where we were at. All right, so verify the DR and the BDR assignments using the show IP OSPF neighbor command on the router C. All right, so let's go back here. Let's exit out of that, exit again. We could have done end and go all the way back to the privileged exec mode, but that's fine. All right, so show IP OSPF neighbor. All right, now if we look, that's still the DR. This is still the BDR. All right, no longer is router C the DR. All right, we verified that. All right. All right, so we're going to disable the, step 6 is disable the gigabit Ethernet 00 interface on RB, or router B. So we'll have to go to global config, and then we'll have to go into the interface config of gigabit 00. All right, so we're there. All right, disable the link. So we're going to shut it down. We get our messages. Remember, this is not going to show you more messages because it doesn't have a connection to RA and RC anymore. All right. So wait about 30 seconds. I can do the fast forward button. All right, see how something changed? The last time was 10:07. Now it's 5 minutes later. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. Now we have a DR of router A and then a BDR of router C, which that's expected because that one's not on there. All right, same thing over here. Oops, sorry. Is that right? Oh, you know what? Let's see. Did it tell us to turn on? We didn't turn on debugging on C, so it's not going to show us a debugging message. I didn't miss that, did I? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it said note, show if the show IP OSPF neighbor command does not show not return RB as the DR, and RA is the BDR, turn off debugging RA and RB with the unplug all command and retry 4 and 5. Okay, we don't have to do that. All right, we turned off B. All right, according to debugging output RA, which we saw that, which router was elected DR and which router was elected BDR. So it did that. All right, DR, BDR, right there. All right, so restore. Step 7 is restore the gigabit Ethernet interface on RB. And we'll go up arrow, put in a no for shutdown. All right, we can do fast forward to converge it. Did the DR and BDR change roles? Let's just wait for a little bit. All right, this one showed up. All right, so still hasn't showed up. going to pause this and just wait for it to do its. Okay, so I just went ahead and did the IP show IP OSPF neighbor to verify router B. So now the DR is still router A, the BDR is still router C. All right, so let's see, we're right here. Okay, so did the DR and BDR rails change? Yes or no? Explain what happened. All right, use the show IP OSPF interface on router C. Oh, whoops. Interface. Okay, what is the status of router C now? Router C is the 33. All right, re-enable the link to router B. What is the status of router C now? So router C is still the BDR. All right, to turn off debugging, use the command undebug all on RA and RB to disable bugging. Let's go to RA. Unbug all. Tells me it's turned off there. All right, unbug. Let's unbug all. All right, debugging is off. All right. So now we're on part 2. Modify OSPF priority and force elections. So configure OSPF priorities on each router. All right, you can see before we do this, priority 1 is on the DR, priority 2 is on the BDR. And if we went to, so A is 1, C is 2, B let's show IP OSPF interface. Mm-hmm. 22. Where is it at? Oh, there it is right there. This is a priority 1. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead to change DR and BDR, use the IP OSPF priority command to configure the gigabit Ethernet 00 port of each router with the following OSPF interface priorities. So we're going to make RA 200, RB 100, and RC 1. Okay, let's go to RA. We're going to have to go to global config and then type in interface gigabit 00 and then IP OSPF priority and then enter the priority, which is going to be 200. All right, that one's set. Let's go to B. Let's go to config T. Let's type in interface gigabit 00. Since all of them are gigabit 00s, IP OSPF priority. Priority of 100 for B. All right, and then C is going to be a 1 priority. So config T, interface gigabit 00, IP OSPF priority. If I can spell right, that would be easier. All right, so everything's set now. All right, Notice my completion rate looks good. All right, so force an election by resetting the OSPF process on the routers. Starting with router A, issue the clear IP OSPF process on each router to reset the OSPF process. All right. And the reason we're doing that is this is the DR. Just make sure, yes. Okay, what is it? Clear. Wait, we gotta go into, let's just do end and then go into clear IP OSPF process. All right, reset all processes. Yes. All right. Adjacencies are down, adjacencies are coming back up. All right, we'll just give it a second. All right, so step 3, verify DR and BDR elections are successful. Wait long enough for the OSPF to converge and for the DR and BDR election to occur. This should take a few minutes. You can click fast forward time to speed up the process. According to output from the show IP OSPF neighbor commands on the routers, which router is now DR and which router is BDR. Note if the routers do not elect the DR and BDR after resetting the OSPF priorities, try restarting packet tracer. Well, I don't want to do that. Okay, so hopefully it's right. All right, so I'm going to click fast forward. Let's go up here. Let's show IP OSPF neighbor. All right, so now let's see. So router C is the BDR. Router B is the DR other. So router A should now be the DR, which that's not correct. All right. It's very strange. This should be based on the priority, because router A is 200. It is right. Router, yeah, these should be reversed. Very strange. Let's do a show IP OSPF interface. All right, so priority of 200. It's the DR. All right. So to reset that, we have to reset packet tracer. I'm hoping that's a packet tracer issue, but yes. Now let's try to go on B and do the same thing. Let's go to end, show IP OSPF neighbor. Yep, see, DR is A and BDR is C. So based on priority, that B should be the priority. But I'm not going to worry about you guys resetting it. What I need you guys to submit, though, just to understand what's going to happen on real routers, and we'll do some on the real equipment in the NetLab system. All right, so I need a copy of your .pka file, a screenshot of your completion percentage with your name, which you're going to check results. See how it has, congratulations, Mr. McKee, you completed the activity. If not, show me what happened over here. All right. And then I will give you guys a Word document made for the instructions that are listed on Netacad, and then you guys can fill in all the answers. All right, but that's about it. And this is the thing, though, put in the correct answer, even though I understand that the packet tracers having an issue with the BDR and the DR other. All right, but that's it. Thanks for watching.